can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 26, 2025, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a Target store in reference to a shoplifter in Harris County, Texas. The law enforcement officer spoke with the complaining witness, the loss prevention officer, who stated that the defendant was observed on videotape obtaining items without payment. The defendant was observed on camera grabbing multiple items of merchandise, placing them in her backpack, and bypassing all points of sale without attempting to pay for the items. The complaining witness stopped the defendant after they had passed all points of sale, and the defendant was ID'd by name and date of birth. The total value of the items taken was $119.97.
The co-defendant?
Let me check.
Ms. Reed, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to any target for any reason. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Likewise, don't pick up any new cases. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am? Okay, we can have you fill. Does she fill one out?
Yes, Jade Reed.
Okay, you're currently in school?
Yes, sir.
Are you in school full-time?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to appoint you a lawyer, ma'am. If you want to go to Victoria, we'll have you sign a reset. After that, we'll have you take your seat in the jury box while we find you a lawyer, and then we'll have you sign bond conditions as well, ma'am. Thanks. Good morning, Ms. Reyes. You were charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. The right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 25th, 2025, a law enforcement officer was dispatched regarding a DWI investigation in Harris County, Texas. The law enforcement officer who conducted the traffic stop stated he observed the motor vehicle traveling the wrong way down Commerce Street. The law enforcement officer stated to the investigating officer that he observed red, glossy eyes. The other law enforcement officer arrived on scene and observed bloodshot, glossy eyes. The defendant admitted to drinking small margarita sample-sized drinks. The defendant stated she did not know she was traveling the wrong way down the street. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. A 6 out of 6 was recorded on the HGN, a 2 out of 8 on the walk and turn, and a 3 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant consented to a roadside preliminary breath test yielding a 0.12. The DIC was read, and the defendant agreed to provide a breath sample for the breath test strip reading a 0.086 and a 0.088.
Okay. Ms. Reyes, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to test you. If I find that you're using, I will put you in jail. You understand, man? Any prior DWIs?
No prior DWIs.
License?
Eligible.
Okay. You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid license and insurance in your name. You understand? That is also a condition of your bond. I will appoint your lawyer today. So what we'll have you do now is I'm going to have you head on over to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. I'm going to get your bond conditions, we'll have you sign it, and we'll have you speak to a lawyer here momentarily, ma'am. Okay, please. You are Marcus Taylor. Mr. Taylor, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 27, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a disturbance/unknown weapon call. The law enforcement officer met with the complaining witness who stated he is an employee of the state veterans home on the nursing staff.
John Garza.
The complaining witness states that the defendant is unwelcome at the facility and has been asked to leave on multiple occasions, and the defendant has refused to do so. The complaining witness stated the defendant was attempting to have his grandfather sign power of attorney paperwork. However, nurses intervened due to the grandfather being diagnosed with dementia. The complaining witness states that the defendant used force to remove the complaining witness from the grandfather's room by pushing the complaining witness on the chest with his hands. The complaining witness stated he felt pain. The complaining witness positively ID'd the defendant. Law enforcement officers detained the defendant without incident.
Okay. Mr. Taylor, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go back to this location. Do you understand? If you violate these conditions, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. You were also ordered as a condition not to be in possession of any weapons as well. We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I will have you go to Victoria's Center recess. After that, we'll have you take your seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go.
This is affidavit, Judge.
Next one, Judge, is page 2. Avila, Diaz.
And do another Spanish speaking on that, too.
Judge, those are bond conditions. Do we want to do no returning to?
No. You don't need to do anything because I'm going to have her monitored like.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll get to it in a second. Come up. You are Marvin Avila Diaz.
Yes, Marvin Aguilar Diaz. Yes, sir.
You were charged with assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed for you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 26, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers met with the complaining witness who stated that the defendant and him are in a dating relationship. The complaining witness stated that they had just dropped friends off and started to argue about the vehicle they were driving. The argument became physical, and the defendant struck the complaining witness in the face with a closed fist multiple times, causing bleeding and pain. The officers observed the complaining witness to have dried blood on his face.
Driving.
Take a closer look here,
Mr.
Judge.
Avila Diaz, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward
Ya hay
with the case.
bastante motivos
Was
fundados para ir
alcohol
adelante con
or
el
anything a
caso.
factor?
¿Quieres saber si había alcohol?
I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of weapons.
So,
Mr. Avila, I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, it's very possible they put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody until this case is over with, and then you get shipped to immigration.
eso se
Do
finaliza.
you understand?
Yo. Contéstale al juez. Yes, sir.
Get no more warnings.
No,
Mr.
no.
Avila, I'm going to protect my city at all costs, and if that means putting you in jail, I will do it in a moment's notice.
Judge, the law enforcement officer observed the defendant to be in the vehicle, but to be in the front right passenger side.
Pero estaba en el lado del
It
pasajero.
does not indicate
Y
that
no
alcohol was a factor.
indica que había alcohol como un factor en esto. Nadie estaba
There is a protective order that has been issued in this case.
Una orden de protección.
Get to know it.
Hicieron.
If you do something to violate this protective order, the state can and will probably file a violation of protective order against you. And that is one of the worst cases that you can make up.
Otro codazo feo que puedes agarrar. Entonces no hablas con él.
Are you working at this time?
¿Estás trabajando en este momento? No, sir.
Are you in school full
¿Estás
time?
estudiando? Ya terminé. I completed it.
It's time for you to do something. You need to either work full time or you need to be in school full time, but doing nothing, it's not going to work. That is also a condition of law.
Nada.
I will appoint your lawyer today, but I'm going to bring you back in several weeks to see what you have done to get a full-time job. If it's nothing,
Voy a averiguar qué estás haciendo para conseguir.
do you understand?
¿Entendió? Contéstele al juez.
I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box while we create your bond conditions.
Siempre vas a hablar.
Mr. Yepes Ovidio, you are charged with tampering with a government record. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Signado.
On April
El
26,
26 de abril
2024,
2024,
a law enforcement
un
officer
oficial
was on
policial
patrol
estaba
in Harris County,
patrullando
Texas,
aquí en el condado de
when he
Harris,
observed
cuando
a
él
motor
observó
vehicle
un
going 82
observó
miles
un
per hour
vehículo
in a
que iba a
65
82
mile
millas
per
por
hour
hora
zone.
en una zona de
A
65
traffic stop was
millas.
conducted.
Pararon
The law enforcement officer
el
ran the
oficial
plates
por-
and came
miró
back
las
with no
placas
records.
y la placa vino
The
sin ningunos
defendant
récords.
stated he did not
Entonces
speak
el
English.
acusado dijo que no hablaba inglés.
The law enforcement
Y el
officer
oficial
discovered a
policial
case report was made
descubrieron
on March
que había un
27,
reporte el 27 de
2025,
marzo de
with the
2025
same vehicle
con
in
el mismo
question
vehículo
displaying a paper
que
plate,
tenía una placa
but
de
with the
papel,
matching VIN number of the
pero
vehicle,
que correspondía al
with no
número del
record shown on the
vehículo,
vehicle.
pero no tenía ningún récord tampoco.
A Spanish-speaking law
Un
enforcement
oficial
officer
que
was
hablaba
informed
español
by the defendant that the defendant purchased
le
the
dijo
car
al
3 days
acusado,
ago
y el
on
acusado le
Facebook
dijo que lo compró
Marketplace
hace 3 días
and
en
was
Facebook
given that
Marketplace
paper
y
dealer temporary
le
tag.
dieron ese
The
placa de
defendant
papel.
was questioned
Y
about the
le
March
hicieron
27th incident,
Una pregunta
to
sobre
which
el
the
27 de
defendant
marzo
admitted
y
he was
usted
in
admitió
possession
que
of the
estabas en
vehicle during that
posesión
incident as well.
del vehículo durante
The
ese tiempo
defendant
también.
then admitted
Y
to
después
operating a motor
admitiste que
vehicle
estabas
with a
manejando
fake
ese
temporary tag on the
vehículo
vehicle.
con una placa falsa.
The defendant further
Y
informed the
después
law
el
enforcement
acusado
officer
dijo
that
al
he
policía
purchased
que
the
él
plates
compró las
off
placas
Facebook
en
Marketplace
Facebook
and met up
y
with a guy
se
3 days
encontró con
prior
un
to the
tipo hace
incident
3
in
días
a Walmart parking
en
lot
un
to receive the fake
estacionamiento de
plates.
Walmart para
The
comprar las
defendant was
placas.
positively identified by his
Identificado
citazenship card from Peru and
que tienes
Venezuela.
un carnet de Perú y de Venezuela.
License? Mr. Yepes Ovidio, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, you are not allowed to drive, and that is a condition of your bond.
Eso es parte de
If
la
I find that you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission
Si no estás
and you
aquí,
go to jail,
y vas a la
immigration finds you because they sweep it hourly. They will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in there until this case is over with, and then you get shipped off to immigration. Do you understand?
para inmigración, ¿entendió? Conteste.
Judge, there's no driver's license information populating for the.
This is an affidavit. This is a promise you're going to make to me that you're not going to drive.
Estás diciendo que vas a
I don't care what your excuse is. I don't care what your justification is. If you drive, it's really not going to go well for you.
No te va a ir bien.
Do you understand?
¿Entendió?
Okay.
Sí, señor.
We're gonna have you come up here and swear to us
Vas a
that you're not gonna
firmar
drive.
ese documento
After
jurando
that,
que
I'll
no
have you
vas a
take a seat in
firmar.
the jury box or
Y después
all
vas a
conditions
tomar un
ready.
asiento
Have you sign it.
y vas a firmar los dos.
Yes, Your Honor. No, Your Honor, speak up loud enough for me to hear
Good
you.
morning, Mr. Melcher. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that after today, this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. If you ever get pulled over, which is going to happen, an officer is going to look up your record. If they see that you have a prior DWI and they roll up to your window and they smell alcohol or dope, it's probably not going to go well for you. What we're doing today, from now on, is a minimum of 30 days in jail. Not to mention a $6,000 supervisory fee. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail. Understand?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. This is what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days, sir. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Morning.
So I'm here on Mitchell Estrada. Gary Tabachman said he spoke to you yesterday on the
Yeah,
phone.
do you have the cause number?
No, pause number in Harris County.
No, but for the other case in
No,
court.
it's, they're temporary case numbers, so the.
I know, but the cause number for the court 11 case, because that'll help us pull it up,
Spin.
but that'll work too. What is this?
I have it spit. It's 030-604-31. I'm glad Gary spoke to you because he told me.
Blaze, I need your help real quick.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Can I give you a call? Oh, she pled already?
Not that I'm aware of. On what case are you looking?
Is it Mitchell Estrada?
Yes.
Oh, I thought she had an open DWI. She only has these two out of county.
Two in Lee County. She has no cases here.
Okay. Can I give you a cause number?
Is this Michelle Estrada?
Mitchell,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes, I see that.
So she has two out of county cases from Lee County. They're asking for a bond to be set so that she can bond out and go back to Lee County. Because otherwise, essentially, whenever you get picked up in Harris County
Right.
for a case that's out of county, Harris County holds you here for 10 days. And at that point, if the out of county doesn't come get you, I give them a PR bond.
Is there not a, so that's what I guess my confusion is.
She's been in custody. The hold was placed on the 29th, so she must have been arrested here this past Tuesday. And at that point, Harris County told Lee County, hey, we got your person. So Lee County puts the hold.
I'm trying to figure out, so we don't have any charges.
Correct.
You do not.
Yeah, it looks like she got taken out Class Ds. I mean, that's, however you do it, Judge. What do you mean?
She has a bail jumping, and I wanted to just run it by you guys and see. One is a bail jumping and another one is a PCS 1 to 4.
Can I talk to David? I think it's also legit. Pete? Yeah.
I've not, probably in the entire time I've had this, we've only had this one other time where it's been an issue like